Point then. You and me, zombie grab. All right, welcome guys to the semifinals, and yeah, we've got some two realistic players here. Starting in the bottom right, we've got our blue Protoss player playing for Team Spectre. It is JYP.
And up left as the red Zerg, it is Star Tails Life. Where did Rifkin go? What happened?
He's just resting his voice. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright then. That's a surprise to come back to.
yeah, you literally just came back. But yeah, it's you and me for this one. Rifkin's gonna chill for a bit. But okay, let's see. We have JYP already placing down a 9 pilot on the low ground. So, you know, what I'm thinking here is since he's not 9 scouting, he's probably gonna try and bait a 15 hatch and maybe go for a cheeky cannon rush, I guess. Would be the most common thing to see out of this. I think so. You disagree?
He's gonna go for 14 Nexus?
Well, he could, but normally when you go Nexus into... Because Nexus into Forge, I guess, is pretty common, but I don't know, normally you see the 9 scout with that. Like, from my experience anyway, when you see a pilot on the low ground, it's usually not like Nexus into Gateway. So, well, I could be proven wrong here, as you see no probe going down yet, still.
Yeah,
but
it's. I think it's past the time you put a Forge down. I think he's going for Nexus first and a Forge.
Yeah, I guess. Alright. So, well, you're right. And it's not gonna be a cannon rush, sad face.
Yes.
Cannon rush is so good. Come on, JYP.
Yeah, well, he was certainly cannon rushing before against Solar.
Okay, right.
Yeah, he was cannon rushing a lot against Solar, and it was actually very effective. I mean, both times were just Solar. Well, Solar didn't take the first time very seriously.
Okay.
But then the second time, he took it really seriously. But JYP just dedicated so much into it, it didn't matter. Like it was actually very frustrating to watch. I guess as a I don't know, probably a Solar fan was they're probably really frustrated at that one. But I don't think he's really expecting to get the same things. Anytime we've seen someone be really, really good against their last opponent and then they go up against Life demolishes them. He's like, what are you even doing?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see, but I mean, this is super interesting though, because all of a sudden JYP, I mean, he goes to the third base instantly. I guess he kind of expected Life to go for triple hatch before pool. As we see, is exactly what Life is doing, so this spawning pool is so far away from finishing, and he's gonna, oh, that's a nice final placement there. He's gonna get the cannon in there, and...
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah, so this is really hard.
That's telling you something though. I mean, you go for the 3 hatch before pool, and even though they go for Nexus first, they can still cannon rush you.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
I think I've seen this once before, so I shouldn't be too surprised, but you barely ever see it. There's like, oh, well, I guess you got away with it, and I got away with my Nexus. Like, but he's not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of interesting, because it's interesting too, because JRP, you know, maybe he knows kind of how Life likes to open. Like, I haven't seen, you know, all of Life's games, but it looks like he almost expected that third hatch to be so early, because he went instantly over there with the probe, and then he went for that delayed cannon rush, but looks like Life is going to try and hold this off. It is only 1 cannon, so he should be able to.
Yeah, well, JYP's sending another probe out. I mean, I don't know if there's any more space to even put a cannon out. The creep is spread, so I don't know why, but I guess for a scout, seeing if the Lings are going across the map or if they're going to try and hold this, and he sees them moving across the map, and now he knows a full wall off might be in order, and luckily his wall allows for that.
Yeah. He does have to be a little bit careful here. There's a Zealot on the way, but another pylon together with that Zealot would be necessary. Or well, right now he would need another gateway, so...
Why is he... I thought for sure he put on another gateway.
Ooh.
That's weird.
I don't know, maybe he
Oh, I see what he's doing. He would actually put it down, not where Weeks... in like a diagonal with the Cybernetics core.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it.
Yeah. The Lynx does get in. So how's the cannon rush going? Okay, the pylon is gonna get killed off, so cannon's gonna get depowered.
He didn't consistently focus the hatch, and that hatch could have gone down to like 100, and then a couple of zealots suiciding on the hatch, you would have killed it.
Yeah. Okay, this is I mean, kind of weird, because I mean, this is still kind of relatively successful though, right? Because he forced out a spine, a lot of Lings, and I mean, the worker count is now even, but for a while JYP was sitting like 7 probes ahead or something earlier, because Life had to make so many Lings to...
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't really need the Lings to deal with the cannon, but
I think it was
lose the Lings in the base of JYP as well. So I think JYP is ahead now.
I think
I
so
don't know.
too. And I think anything that he follows up with, you know, he's just piling off to the right. You know, warping a couple of zealots, like I said, and he's gonna force it he's gonna kill it.
So
Yeah, exactly. That hatch is very low.
I just want to interject here real quick. I'm going back to being quiet, but two cool things. One, Slippers number 12 just sold. Woo! But
Yeah.
also, this is the first time I think in our entire tournament where Life is opened with Lings and not pretty much automatically won game 1 with a bunch of Lings. So
Well,
back to
still
mute
time,
now.
Rifkin. There's still time. We'll see. We're just making a roach one right now, but getting link speed as well. And JYP's going for that. He went for kind of late gases of the natural. Still only on 3 gases actually, so it's gonna go for that quick third. But also some gateways going down and chrono boost on the +1 and on the warp gate. So I mean, you could be on point here, Sunbreaker. You could just go for like a +1. I guess this is like a +1 3 gate just to kill the hatch. Or something.
Yeah, it looks that way. You know, there are so many things he can do. You know, it's so low. He could stack the zealots on it. He could kill the queen and get the mothership core to just hammer at it as well. I mean, we've seen that happen. Funny, but it does happen that mothership core just is allowed to stay there and chip away at it. Life sees us though, and 16 roaches. I mean, wow, 16 roaches on the way. Sometimes we see just 8 because that's like a pretty good amount to, you know, deal with a 3 gate. But 16 roaches, he's gonna absolutely swamp this, and then to go for a counterattack, I guess.
Yeah, he's already actually sending roaches across the map, and I think JYP kind of misses window there, because when he had the 1 Zealot stock on Mothership Core, I think he could have just killed the hatch like right away. There was no transfuses available, but now all of a sudden there's a lot of roaches out, so he's not going to be able to kill the hatch, and at the same time there's roaches moving across the map towards the 3rd base, I guess, but still JYP has that robo, chrono boosting an immortal, and he does have, well, at least 3 gateways.
You know, I don't think Life does not know about this 3rd. If he knew about the 3rd, he might. Oh well, now he knows about the 3rd.
Oh.
Thanks, folks.
Yeah. But this is, I mean, kind of interesting though, because Life's lair just finished now, and he's just massing lings together with like a few roaches, kinda. So he's semi all in right now. Has to do quite a lot of damage, and well, he's got a lot of units out.
Nice focus fire with the cannon. Yeah, we actually saw something exactly like this happen with Solar. And Solar, you know, we thought he was winning no problem, easy peasy. And JYP, he actually pretty much like almost won that game, but he tapped out a little early. Not
really?
sure if it's the exact same situation here. He seems actually to be worse off, surprisingly, right now. Yeah, he beat him back like a dozen times, and then it was like an even supply, and he tapped out because he lost his 3rd again, but like even supply, I don't know. Anyways, Life just, I don't know, this is, you might just go in the front and kill everything.
Yeah, this is a kind of weird attack. I mean, you wouldn't really see a lot of Xerxes go for this. You know, he just made like 16 roaches, and then he just made a, you know, ton of lings, and behind it, you know, had the lair on the way. Now he's got +1 roach speed burrow on the way. I like seeing that, and he's going up to 6 gases, and I mean, he just killed the 3rd. And when you kill the 3rd base of a Protoss that went for like delayed gases to get the 3rd down quicker, the tech of JYP is not going to be enough to kind of get back into this game. It's going to be very hard, and Life already has a lot of lings and roaches out, and he's even taking a 4th, so it's looking pretty grim. And Life even setting up for like a counterattack here, killing the rocks.
Yeah.
Natural.
Life really punished JYP for that very, very greedy 3rd. He's going to do it again. There's no way that 3rd is getting up. I mean, there's just no way. And luckily JYP does see this. I mean, he literally fought something exactly like this earlier. I'd be very surprised if he didn't consider the back rocks being broken down. Doesn't have an observer, though. That is one thing that he forgot to get.
Yeah. Really nice by Life getting that burrow. It's something I love seeing myself and try to get a lot myself as well. It's so useful in many situations, especially in a situation like this where JYP wants to be chrono boosting immortals and not observers, so...
Yeah.
Well,
he lost his +3 in that last game. This time he loses his +2. I know you want to have this wall, but I would actually kind of prefer him not to put the forts back there. I think upgrades would be very key.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the minerals. He might as well just make a gateway there instead, but he's being a bit stubborn, I guess. Or just habits, making the forge there again.
Oh,
Taking
and
a
Life.
fight here with the roaches now.
Life actually goes into Hydralis. That was one thing that Solar forgot or chose not to do, and the Immortal Stalker combination just absolutely kept on pushing back the roaches. With Hydras, though, oh, I think Life just crushes JYP.
Yeah, and he's even droned up his 4th behind all of this, so yeah, he's looking to be in pretty good shape. JYP takes this interesting 3rd base location. I like seeing that, because it looks like Life doesn't quite expect it. Doesn't realize yet, anyway. Oh.
Ooh, nice wall. Very clutch
nice
reaction.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, I guess JYP is gonna try and get like a lot of energy on those sentries, and yeah, he's gonna move out now with that third base behind it.
Ooh, this is not gonna work. He's gotta be super careful. No recall either. Militia lagging by so behind, and with Hydra's coming out, I mean that thing stayed alive forever. Now it can get picked up so easily, and oh, force fields have to be just for retreat.
Yeah. Yeah, he does try to zone the Hydras out to take a fight with the Lings only, but Life does save most of the Lings. And I mean, there's not a lot of buffer for these sentries. He's getting some more Stalkers and Salads now, but yeah, that was not a fight he wanted to take. And Life even, got a second Evo working now, so he's gonna have 2-1 upgrades versus 1-1. So he's even gonna be ahead in that regard, which is nice.
Yeah. JYP choosing to get a faster Colossus as opposed to continuing with that +2 is probably a better choice, honestly. I mean, Life is going very Hydra heavy, but he's just not gonna have the time to get any Colossus out.
Indeed, and Life kind of getting every sort of tech tree right now, the Infestation Pit and the Spire.
Yeah, JYP tries to go for a counterattack. That seems to be the only option he really has. Without any splash damage, the Hydralis will just cut him apart. And he will get the 4th, but at the expense of a natural in his main and his 3rd. Oh, the recall. GG.
Alright.